The Chinese drama market in 2026 has not felt quite as exciting as it did in previous years. So many viewers have started going back to rewatch the classics they already know and love. In this video, we are counting down the top 10 most rewatched C-dramas that audiences are still returning to in 2026, based on the latest online viewership data. Some dramas feel entertaining the first time you watch them, but it is only on the second or third viewing that you begin to notice how much depth they truly have. And the top 3 are even more impressive because they continue to dominate the ranking year after year. Keep watching, because at least one of your favorite C-dramas is almost guaranteed to be on this list. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026, number 10. Story of Kunning Palace, starring by Liu and Zhang Lingyi, with 136 million rewatch views.
千禧张遮，挂心烟里，为何到我这里就只剩一句高抬贵手？灵儿，我不想做下后悔之事。
我陷进去了，不想再让他孤身一人。
There's a clear reason this drama made the list. Zhang Lingyi had a major breakout this year with Pursuit of Jade, and many of his new fans immediately went back to check out his earlier work. That wave of interest gave Story of Kunning Palace another big boost in views. I still think this drama deserved more attention when it first aired, because the script and character development were both surprisingly solid. You get the palace intrigue and second-chance storyline of Jiang Xuening trying to rewrite her fate, along with a complicated romance that gives viewers plenty of couples to root for. By Liu's Jiang Xuening finds herself caught between 3 very different men. There's Xiaowei, the brilliant but dangerous imperial tutor played by Zhang Lingyi. Then there's Zhang Zhe, the principled and seemingly untouchable ideal man. And finally, there's Yan Lin, the warm, straightforward young heir who never hides how he feels. With 3 completely different love interests, fans quickly split into different camps, and everyone was convinced their favorite pairing should be the one to make it to the end. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026, number 9. Nirvana and Fire, starring Hu Ge and Lu Tao, with 142 million rewatch views.
这是手掌天下第一大王的江左梅郎，为什么要卷进京城这滩浑水里来？
明知是陷阱，是虎狼之穴，可
金陵城中风云已起，还望殿下早做决断。
This one is a true classic. Viewers return to it every year, and one look at the comments will show you just how many people are still watching it. Nirvana and Fire helped kick off a whole wave of Chinese political strategy dramas, yet even now, few have come close to surpassing it. What makes the drama so addictive is that nearly every major character knows how to play the game. Hu Ge stars as Mei Changsu, a physically fragile strategist who quietly sets an enormous plan in motion. Even the most experienced and calculating figures at court end up exactly where he wants them. That is where so much of the satisfaction comes from. These characters are already highly intelligent, but Mei Changsu is always thinking several moves ahead. Even in 2026, it is still hard to find another drama that delivers the same kind of high-level battle of wits. Acclaimed political dramas such as Joy of Life, Royal Nirvana, and The Advisors Alliance have all arrived since then. But for many fans of the genre, Nirvana in Fire remains the undisputed number 1. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026, number 8. New Life Begins, starring by Jingting and Tian Shiwei, with 171 million rewatch views.
咱们少主不吃虾鱼。
多嘴，你是不是就故意要引起我的注意啊？这黄瓜怎么是绿？这豆腐可不行吃啊！这鱼怎么还带刺啊？
This drama finds its charm in the small, comforting moments of everyday life. Tian Shiwei gets Li Wei's personality just right, making her both adorably obsessed with food and quick on her feet. Bai Jingting plays Yin Zheng, the reserved 6th young lord, who turns out to be far warmer than he first appears. Their arranged marriage slowly turning into real love feels natural, sweet, and incredibly easy to root for. Li Wei enters the palace hoping to fail the selection process, so she can go home and enjoy a quiet life. Yin Zheng, meanwhile, respects her ambitions and supports her in building a life of her own. That balance fits perfectly with viewers who are tired of the constant grind and want to see a more equal, supportive relationship on screen. And really, who wouldn't love staying home with snacks and a good drama? New Life Begins is the kind of comfort watch you can turn on after a rough day, and even one episode can instantly lift your mood. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026, number 7. Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty 2, starring Yang Xuan and Yang Jigang, with 181 million rewatch views.
这世上既没有神也没有鬼，只有装神弄鬼的人。
Surprisingly, the second season is still the clear fan favorite. The first and third seasons scored 8.1 and 8.0, while season 2 climbed all the way to 8.6, making it the best reviewed entry in the series. It does an even better job of blending eerie supernatural folklore with a solid murder mystery. Whether it is the unsettling case in vanquishing Mara or the deadly web of suspects in the death of the coroner, each mystery keeps pulling you deeper into the next one. The clues and foreshadowing also hold up remarkably well when you go back and watch it again. Even on a third viewing, you can still catch new details and see how carefully everything was set up. So, if it has been a while since you watched season 2, this might be your sign to give it another go. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026. Number 6. My Own Swordsman, starring Yen Ni and Sha Yi, with 183 million rewatch views.
就是因为我看穿了这一点，什么叫道义有道，全是胡说八道。
This is the kind of classic that used to return to television every winter and summer break. Even after 20 years, it is still endlessly rewatchable. Back then, plenty of viewers would sit in front of the TV every day, waiting to see what new chaos would unfold at Tongfuin. Before long, everyone was quoting moves like Sunflower Acupoint Strike and Move Mountains, Overturn Seas. Then there is Tong Xiangyu, played by Yen Ni. She can turn the most ordinary conversation into a life lesson, and underneath all the comedy, many of her lines carry surprisingly practical wisdom. What makes My Own Swordsman even more special is how differently it hits depending on your age. As a child, you laugh at the absurd jokes and over-the-top martial arts. When you grow up, you start noticing the workplace politics, social pressures, and all the complicated ways people deal with one another. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026. Number 5. The Knockout, starring Zhang Yi and Zhang Sunwen, with 185 million rewatch views.
你他妈出卖我！我怀疑我们局内部有内鬼。
能多大就多大呗。你收手吧。
Those 12.1 billion total views were no fluke. Even Pursuit of Jade, one of this year's biggest hits, has only reached 3.4 billion so far. At that rate, it may not cross the 10 billion mark even 5 years from now. When The Knockout first aired, its anti-gang storyline took over social media. Years later, viewers are still going back through the drama frame by frame, searching for hidden clues and details they may have missed the first time. Watching everything suddenly fall into place is incredibly satisfying, and that sense of discovery makes the show hard to put down. The villains are another reason it holds up so well. They are not written as one-dimensional monsters who are evil simply for the sake of being evil. Zhang Sunwen's Gao Qiqiang begins as a struggling fishmonger and gradually transforms into a powerful crime boss. Every step of that journey is carefully built up, so even when he crosses the line, you understand exactly how he got there. He may be the only villain I have ever watched and secretly hoped would somehow avoid going to prison. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026. Number 4. Romance in the Alley, starring Yen Ni and Li Guangjie, with 205 million rewatch views.
这茬孩子说长大就长大了，也该谈恋爱了。物价涨2年了，粮食、电器什么不涨啊？哦，工资不涨，孩子们都好。
团团圆圆，生活美。
This is the only period drama to make the list. When it first aired, it went head-to-head with Esther Yu's Love Game in Eastern Fantasy and Zhao Lucy's The Story of Pearl Girl. It not only held its own against 2 major costume dramas, but even managed to outperform them. Set in a residential alley for textile factory workers in late 1970s Suzhou, the drama carefully recreates what everyday life looked like at the time, right down to the family meals served at the dinner table. Yen Ni is especially memorable as Huang Ling, a mother who has spent most of her life quietly enduring a family that always favored sons over daughters. Early on, she watches every word around her mother-in-law and constantly puts everyone else first. As she grows older, she finally begins standing up for herself and living life on her own terms. Romance in the Alley is one of those dramas that reveals something new every time you return to it. The first time, you follow the story. The second time, you notice all the little details. By the third, what stays with you most is the warmth and humanity behind it all. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026. Number 3. The Punishment Season 1, starring Huang Jingyu and Yang Yuning, with 293 million rewatch views.
你们赵家是真厉害啊！在场我只有顺着赵家的人才能活得住。正人 查一个是一个，线索摸一段就断。
与神斗，你不行。
As soon as The Punishment Season 2 premiered this year, a huge number of viewers went straight back to rewatch the first season. One major reason is that it delivers a proper, hard-hitting police thriller with no romance getting in the way, which is exactly what serious crime drama fans are looking for. The police are sharp, the criminals are just as calculating, and the network of powerful figures protecting them runs far deeper than it first appears. Until the final stretch, it is almost impossible to tell who is really pulling the strings. Even conversations that seem completely unimportant early on often contain clues that become crucial later. It is only on a second or third viewing that you suddenly realize how much the drama revealed right from the beginning. People often say viewers return to older dramas mainly for nostalgia, but that is not the case here. 4 years after it first aired, Season 1 is still pulling audiences back in. That kind of staying power is pretty remarkable. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026, number 2. The Story of Minglan, starring Zhao Liying and Feng Xiaofeng, with an incredible 499 million rewatch views.
恨不得将你3刀6个洞，倒吊在梁下，慢慢放大的血，叫你痛苦而死。我心里恨他。这世上能让我以命相同的人没有几个，什么尊贵荣耀，什么官人诰命，我全都不要了。我就要一个公道。
8 years after its release, this drama is still considered the gold standard for stories about power struggles inside a traditional household. Rather than relying on constant twists, it takes its time exploring the rivalries, unspoken rules, and complicated relationships within a large, noble family. It is satisfying to watch, but it also offers plenty of surprisingly useful lessons about how to read people and handle difficult situations. Just look at many of the household dramas being made today. Very few manage to capture the same depth or atmosphere. Zhao Liying's Sheng Minglan survives by hiding her true abilities, staying cautious, and always seeing the situation for what it really is. She never depends on anyone else to decide her future, which is one reason the character still connects so strongly with viewers who value female independence and self-reliance. The drama also kept growing in popularity long after its original run ended. It has been rebroadcast on television for years, and even now, its ratings can still outperform some newly released shows. At this point, only the number 1 drama on this list has enough rewatch power to compete with the story of Minglan. Most rewatched C-dramas in 2026, number 1. Empresses in the Palace, starring Sun Li and Qin Jianbin, with 567 million rewatch views.
她是皇后，不是真妻子。你穿湖蓝，我是绿。
No other drama on this list became quite the nationwide phenomenon that this one did. Whenever I come across a video breaking down one of its mind games, I always end up watching the whole thing. The drama has even inspired an entire online culture known as xenology, with fans studying its characters, dialogue, and hidden motives almost like an academic subject. From Consort Hua's commanding line, "Reward her with a scarlet red," to Lingrong's psychological struggle as she fights her way up the ranks, countless iconic scenes and quotes are still being analyzed from every possible angle. When we were younger, we watched Empresses in the Palace for all the schemes, betrayals, and chaos inside the harem. Watching it again, as adults, feels completely different. Now we can see the obsessive love hiding beneath Consort Hua's arrogance. We understand how Lingrong's insecurity and low self-worth shaped every choice she made. And Zhan Huan's entire journey, from entering the palace to becoming Empress Dowager, starts to look like a survival guide for women navigating a ruthless workplace. Fan-made videos inspired by the drama have generated more than 1 billion views, and plenty of people even play it in the background as their go-to bedtime comfort show. You can watch it closely and hunt for every hidden detail, or simply put on a random episode when you need to unwind. Either way, it works. So, how many times have you rewatched Empresses in the Palace by now? And that wraps up our list. Apart from these 10 dramas, what else are you still rewatching in 2026? Share your picks in the comments so everyone can find another great drama to revisit.